Let me introduce to you the space that is crucial to Michael's progress. The working garden is where we work on teaching new employees garden skills and where we grow our vegetables that we sell in the cafeteria and to our customers. It brings together new and existing employees. Lunch area is a common space that everyone mingles for a break or during lunch. Prior to Michael's gardening assignment, he worked in various tasks in the farm. Here I asked Michael what he has done and his favorite task.
I like that the farm has different stuff happening. When I first started doing this, because I did this for work experience, I did different stuff. I like the paintings, washing cars, gardening, all that. I like the car washing, and I also liked gardening and watering the plants and all.
Michael was introduced to his work supervisor Trudy in the working garden. Trudy's daily and regular interaction with Michael provided her with an opportunity to get to know Michael well enough to tailor her approach in task assignments such as using the garden tools and types of equipment, harvesting vegetables, and weed removal. To perform this task, Michael had learned about the size of the vegetables and other cues of a ready-to-pick vegetables, what is a weed and what isn't. On Michael's first few months, an instruction would be given, and Michael would perform the task while habitually asking Trudy for clarifications about what he's doing and if he is doing it right. Trudy noticed that he required constant reassurance, maybe indicative of his lack of security and capability. So she remained patient and accommodating to Michael's inquiries and gave him encouraging reinforcements. Gradually, he became confident and became capable of doing the task. As Trudy confirms,
he was very unsure of himself on what he could do, and he'd ask you 10 times how to do it, and you just told him the day before or whatever. He couldn't retain any of that.
one of the signs that Michael is starting to experience an improvement in his well-being is his ability to accomplish tasks. Here, Michael shares the new things he learned after doing some gardening tasks.
I learned about some of the plants I never knew about. Probably that. Sometimes, if I wanted to, I'd go down and help with the car washing and sometimes something like that.
The second sign of Michael's improving well-being is Michael's behavior during lunch. Initially, Michael would just be on the background, sitting quietly and listening to others' conversation. Lately, he has been more proactive in talking to coworkers, and that he is hanging out with a colleague after working in the farm for recreational activities like playing video games. After a few months, Trudy sensed Michael's growing confidence, and having asked Michael's assistance in the successful building of the garden path a few weeks ago. For the first time, she gave Michael the task of rebuilding a small brick garden bed wall on his own. Trudy shows him how to put up a string line and how to dig and put the bricks in. Michael is hesitant. At first, he just looks at what Trudy has done, and then he begins to dig the line, standing back after each instance to look at what he has done and then look at Trudy's work. After this stage, Trudy has left him to do it, but works beside him as a reassurance that he can ask her if he has any questions. He checks and double checks if things look right. After the task, Trudy and Michael reflected on the task.
We talk about how clever a string line is and how he hadn't done this before, but he likes it and likes how it's looking. He is unhappy with his first couple, however. After his fourth or fifth brick, he moves along at a constant pace and does not ask any more questions. He always stood back and checked his work line after every brick he placed. Michael was looking happier and happier as he went along. To commemorate the successful task, I asked Michael to take a photo next to the garden bed wall he made.
Trudy adds that
Michael probably started not long after me, I reckon. And now Michael would just go off. John, do you want me to do that? Yeah, he built the little wall down there by himself the other day. Yeah, so just giving him just those little bit of encouragement to do things on his own, and he's stepping up, and you can see that.
having finished the brick garden bed wall, Michael said,
I felt really good. Some of the bricks, some of them kept falling over because it's like hard to put them in, but I feel happy about it.
Michael's successful stints in handling basic tasks is now making him more autonomous. Apart from Trudy, Michael's other colleagues are starting to notice that he is doing well, especially when his brother bumped into one of Michael's colleagues in the community supermarket. The colleague mentioned that Michael was one of the good employees. Michael's brother said this to Michael, and he felt pretty pleased to hear that his efforts were being recognized and that he wasn't even aware that he was doing more than what was expected. Initially, Michael's behavior in the working garden and the lunch area would just be on the background, sitting quietly and listening to others' conversation. Lately, he has been more proactive in talking to coworkers. In addition to this, he started to share his skills and to teach other people, and is looking to improve his skills by enrolling in a horticultural course so he could learn more about plants and be able to plant trees, and learn to nurture them by learning about pipes and hoses for irrigation. Michael has reacted positively to the stable environment of the farm. He has gained capability in learning about plants and basic manual work in the garden. He has become proactive in helping people and now interacts daily with colleagues without realizing that people were becoming appreciative of his company. And as Michael would say about his working on the farm,
It's nice and peaceful. I enjoy it. I feel really good and I feel happy.